Picture yourself at 35. Life's a whirlwind of late-night talks with friends, family dinners that stretch past midnight, and a sense that the people you love will always be just a phone call away. It feels certain, doesn't it? But then you hit 65, and the world tilts. The kids you tucked in at night now have mortgages and midnight feedings of their own. Friends you swore would never fade start to scatter, some to retirement homes, some to memory. The truth settles in like a quiet ache. The circle you thought would hold you forever isn't as solid as it once seemed. It's not betrayal, it's just life, unfolding in its messy, beautiful way. And yet, in that shift lies a chance to find something stronger, something truer. Today, I'm inviting you on a journey, one that uncovers 7 unshakable pillars, lifelines that grow more reliable than even the dearest family as you step into this season of life. This isn't about closing doors on the people who've shaped you. It's about opening your eyes to where real stability hides, so when the winds howl, you're not clinging to hope, you're rooted in certainty. These pillars offer more than support. They promise dignity, joy, and a quiet power that whispers, "You've got this." Stay with me to the end, because these 7 truths might just light up your path in ways you never imagined. By the time we finish, you'll feel a swell of courage, a readiness to face whatever comes, not alone, but whole. Let's begin. Pillar 1. Your financial anchor. There's a comfort in knowing you can stand on your own, and that starts with money, not as a shallow pursuit, but as a shield. It's not about chasing wealth, it's about crafting peace. At 65, you see it clearly. Counting on family to bail you out isn't a plan, it's a fragile thread. Your kids might have hearts of gold, but they're juggling their own bills, their own dreams. Think of James, a 68-year-old from Boise, Idaho. He'd poured his savings into his daughters' lives, college tuition, down payments, a safety net when times got tough. He was their rock. But when a leaking roof and a heart scare drained his account, he turned to them, expecting the same. Instead, he found love, but no spare cash. They were strapped, too, not out of coldness, but because life doesn't spare anyone. That's why your financial anchor matters. It's the roof over your head, the medicine in your cabinet, the freedom to say, "I'll be okay." Build it with intention. Stash a little each month, learn to stretch a dollar, secure your retirement. The benefit? You sleep easier, knowing no one has to carry you. You're not a burden, you're a beacon. Pillar 2. Your body's resilience. Your health isn't just a gift, it's your fiercest ally. After 65, it's the difference between dancing at your granddaughter's wedding or watching from a chair. Money can't buy it, and love can't replace it. Family might cheer you on, but they can't lift your weights or savor your salads for you. Meet Sarah, a 70-year-old from Asheville, North Carolina. She once hiked the Blue Ridge Mountains, her laughter echoing through the trees. But retirement lulled her into stillness. TV marathons replaced trails. "I'll start tomorrow," she'd say, until a stumble left her breathless, her son too busy with his twins to help daily. It hit her. Her body was her home, and she'd neglected the upkeep. So she began, short walks, a vegetable soup recipe, a doctor's visit she'd postponed. The reward? She felt alive again, strong enough to climb her porch steps with a grin. Start small, stretch in the morning, swap soda for water, listen to your aches. Every choice builds a future where you're not just surviving, you're soaring. Pillar 3. Your circle of souls. Loneliness isn't loud, it's a slow, creeping hush. After 65, the voices you once leaned on soften. Friends move to sunnier states, loved ones slip beyond reach. You might hope your kids will fill the silence, but they're racing through their own lives, phones buzzing with deadlines. That's when your social circle becomes sacred. It's the neighbor who waves, the book club that debates over tea, the stranger who becomes a friend. Evelyn, 71, from Portland, Oregon, knows this. Her sons were her world, but as they built families, her days grew still. She waited for their calls, but the quiet stung. Then she stumbled into a knitting circle. Clumsy stitches turned into shared stories, then laughter, then a seat saved just for her. She found a tribe, not to replace her boys, but to cradle her spirit. The benefit is profound. You're not just less lonely, you're lifted, reminded you're worth knowing. Step out, chat at the market, join a class. These souls don't just fill time, they fill you. Pillar 4. Your inner flame. Purpose isn't a young person's game, it's the heartbeat of a life well lived, a fire that doesn't dim with age. It's not a luxury you outgrow. It's the oxygen that keeps your spirit breathing. At 65, the roles you once wore like armor, parent, provider, the one who fixed every problem, start to slip away. The kids don't need your bedtime stories anymore. The office doesn't call. Without something to chase, you might feel like you're fading into the background, a shadow of who you were. No one, not even the family who adores you, can hand you that spark. It's yours to kindle. Think of Thomas, a 67-year-old from Austin, Texas. He'd spent decades as an engineer, solving puzzles of steel and wire, his days buzzing with purpose. Retirement swapped that for a recliner and a TV remote, and the stillness crept in like a fog. His grandkids brought bursts of joy, sticky hugs and gap-toothed grins, but those visits were fleeting, a few hours here and there. He'd sit on his porch afterward, staring at the horizon, feeling like a book with no more chapters. Then one day, he saw a flyer at the library. A youth center needed volunteers. He signed up, teaching teens to shape wood into shelves, birdhouses, dreams. Their wide-eyed awe, their shy thanks, lit him up. Suddenly, his mornings had meaning again. He wasn't just passing time. He was shaping lives, including his own. Purpose doesn't have to roar, it can whisper. Plant a garden and watch it bloom. Tutor a struggling reader, strum a guitar until the chords feel like home. The benefits are endless. Your mind stays sharp, your soul hums with pride, your days glow with intention. It's the antidote to feeling invisible, a reminder that you're still here, still vital. Ask yourself, what stirs me? What could I pour my heart into? Chase it, whether it's painting a sunrise, writing a memoir, or just setting a goal to walk a mile. That flame doesn't just warm you, it lights the path ahead, steadying you when the world feels unsteady. Pillar 5. Your heart's strength. Life after 65 doesn't pull punches. It's a tapestry of beauty and bruises. A friend moves across the country, a diagnosis lands like a stone, and some days feel like climbing a hill in a downpour, the rain blurring your view. Emotional resilience isn't about dodging the hurt or pasting on a smile. It's about holding your pain gently, letting it wash over you, then rising with a quiet strength that surprises even you. It's the courage to cry at 3 a.m. and still greet the sunrise. Linda, 72, from Savannah, Georgia, learned this the hard way when her sister, her confidant, her mirror, passed after a long illness. They'd shared everything, secrets over sweet tea, dreams under the live oaks. Losing her felt like losing half her soul. At first, Linda leaned on her daughters. They brought casseroles, held her hands through the funeral. But their lives pulled them back, school runs, late shifts, and she couldn't ask them to bear her grief forever. She'd sit in her kitchen, staring at the empty chair, the silence deafening. Then one humid afternoon, she picked up a paintbrush. She'd never been an artist, but she dipped it in blue and let her sorrow spill onto canvas, swirls of loss, streaks of memory. Hours passed, then days, and slowly, the colors shifted, yellow for hope, green for peace. Painting didn't erase the ache, but it cradled it, gave it a place to rest. She started walking too, past the magnolias, feeling the breeze, and found a grief group where strangers became soft landings. The reward? She wasn't waiting for rescue anymore. She was her own harbor. Emotional strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about bending, mending, growing. Write your fears in a notebook, let the pages hold them. Sit in the sun and breathe deep, letting the warmth sink in. Talk to a counselor or a friend who listens without fixing. The benefits ripple. You sleep without dread, face the mirror with grace, carry your scars like medals. You're not just surviving life's storms, you're dancing in the rain, knowing you're enough. Pillar 6. Your willingness to bend. Change isn't a thief at 65, it's a teacher with a chalkboard full of lessons. The life you knew morphs, routines unravel, faces fade, and the things you counted on shift like sand. Clinging to yesterday only weighs you down, but adaptability lifts you like wings. It's not about giving up, it's about opening up, letting the new weave into the now. Robert, 69, from Denver, Colorado, felt that shift when his poker buddies, his Friday night crew for 20 years, started to scatter. One moved to Arizona for the sun, another passed quietly in his sleep. The table sat empty, and Robert felt stranded, like a captain without a crew. He could have sulked, nursing his coffee alone, muttering, "This is just how it goes." But one snowy evening, his grandson showed him Zoom, clunky at first, with muffled sound and shaky video. He persisted, and soon, those old laughs crackled through the screen, cards dealt in pixels. It wasn't the same, but it was alive. Then he stumbled into an online history group, strangers swapping tales of the gold rush, debating over coffee mugs. He'd chime in, voice steady, and found new friends in the ether. Adaptability didn't just save him, it stretched him. He tried audiobooks when his eyes tired, swapped his heavy coat for a lighter one, even learned to text with emojis, grinning at his daughter's eye rolls. The gift is freedom. You're not trapped by used to be, you're alive in what is. Try a gadget, fumble and laugh at it. Shift your chair to face the window, see the day anew. Say yes to a neighbor's invite, even if it's awkward. The benefits shine, your world widens, your spirit stays young, your days hum with possibility. Flexibility isn't weakness, it's power, a chance to rewrite your story with every curve life throws. Pillar 7. Your legacy of kindness. At 65, you've gathered a lifetime of wisdom, scars, and stories. And sharing them isn't just a gift to others, it's a lifeline for you. Kindness isn't a footnote, it's a pillar, a bridge that connects you to the world when it feels far away. It's the quiet magic of giving without expecting, of lighting someone else's day and finding your own glows brighter. Maria, 66, from Santa Fe, New Mexico, discovered this after her husband slipped away. Cancer, quick and cruel. The house they'd built together echoed with his absence, and she'd wander the rooms, lost in the stillness. Her kids called, sent flowers, but they lived states away, tethered to their own chaos. One dusty afternoon, she pulled out his old recipe book, his scrawled notes on cornbread, his smudged salsa stains, and baked. She didn't stop at her oven, she carried trays to neighbors, a widower down the street, a single mom juggling 3 jobs. Their smiles, tentative, then wide, wove her back into the world. She started a routine, muffins on Mondays, cookies on Fridays, each batch a thread of connection. Then she taught a kid to knead dough, her hands guiding his, and saw her husband's patience in her own. Kindness didn't erase her grief, it held it, gave it purpose. The benefits are a cascade. You feel needed, tethered, alive. Your heart lifts with every thank you, your loneliness shrinks, your legacy grows in the eyes of those you touch. Share a meal, a story, a skill. Teach a teen to fix a tire, knit a scarf for a shelter, smile at the cashier. It's not just about them, it's about you, building a net of love that catches you too. You're not just passing through, you're planting seeds that bloom long after you're gone. Hitting 65 isn't a curtain falling, it's a stage lighting up, rich with depth, lessons, and untapped promise. Family's a treasure, a thread in your tapestry, but the truest strength blooms within you. Your finances, your health, your tribe, your fire, your heart, your flexibility, your generosity. These 7 pillars don't just hold you steady, they lift you high, proving you're not just enough, you're extraordinary. They weave a life where you're not waiting for someone to save you. You're the hero of your own story, standing tall through every season. Which pillar calls to you today? Share it below. Your voice doesn't just echo, it sparks this journey forward. Let's keep talking, growing, thriving together.